Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about having a Cancer Sun and Leo Venus in a natal chart. Now, first off, with a Cancer Sun, your basic fundamental character may be nurturing, sympathetic, sensitive, emotional, and dedicated. Now, with a Leo Venus, you may be more domineering in matters of the heart. The Cancer Sun, the basic nature, maybe one that's more, timid and introverted. But when you have Leo Venus in matters of the heart, you may actually be more gregarious and extroverted and be more, dominant and domineering in those connections. So even though these are adjacent signs, of course, you have a strong disparity, with them, and in terms of, how the expression of these signs. And the thing is, too, again, the basic self may be introverted and timid, but at the same time, as far as what the person enjoys, which is Venus, the person may enjoy being extroverted and flamboyant. It could also be a very loyal combination, as having the Sun in Cancer, the person may be, very dedicated and devoted. But, but also when you have the Leo Venus, the person may love in grand fashion, may be very loyal in matters of the heart. And the thing what's interesting about this too is that, a Cancer Sun, can be, fundamentally cautious, and they could be protective of their finances. But when you have a Leo Venus, the person may be more extravagant than the typical person with that Sun sign. Now, I have this combination. I have a Cancer Sun and Leo Venus in my natal chart. And I would say, I really resonate with this because, with me, I'm more, protective of finances. I also have a Taurus ascendant. I'm like, I'm very, prudent regarding spending money, but I have a Leo Venus in my fourth house. And unfortunately, I tend to be more extravagant in home-related matters, and often not by choice, but just the way it seems to work out with me. But anyway, now, the thing about this is, with the Sun, of course, Sun comes before Venus. When I say the Sun coming before Venus, I mean by sign, because Cancer comes before Venus astrologically, and having the Sun being posited before Venus, matters pertaining to the self may often take priority and precedence over those with others, and those in relationships, which can include, the marriage partner, significant other, and important friendships. Now, and, the relationships, now having Venus and Leo, one or more of those people, may actually be, Leo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be those that are domineering, charismatic, generous, magnanimous, courageous, people that have a lot of fortitude. It could be those that are extravagant, that could be loud and boisterous. It may be, people that are very confident, self-assured, but could also be arrogant and egotistical as well. And I think, too, Venus and Leo may often, connect with famous people as well. I've had a few people that I've connected with online that are famous. And again, I have Venus and Leo in my natal chart. And now, the thing about this, too, is if you have the Sun making a semi-square aspect to Venus, which is, has 45 degrees, which is half the exact aspect, which of course is half of an actual square. First, let me state that you can have, as an example, you could have a semi-square aspect. Let's say if the Cancer Sun is at 0 degrees, and you have a Leo Venus at 15 degrees, that would form a semi-square aspect. And if you have a semi-square aspect involving the Sun and Venus, that could indicate a conflict or some clash between what one wants to do, which is the Sun, and matters that are associated with others in your connections. There could be a conflict between more self-centered interests and those that are associated with others. And, with a Cancer Sun, what the person may want to do could simply be home and family related matters, introverted activities. It may be, doing things that are nostalgic or connected with history. Maybe, doing even, something like with home renovation or remodeling, some interior decoration, expressing traditions as some examples. And the thing too is having this, combination. The person may bring that very devoted, tenacious, emotional Cancerian energy, that Sun and Cancer energy, into Leo-related things that are enjoyed. And Venus and is about what we enjoy, what we love, what we may be enamored with. And Venus and Leo, what the person may enjoy may be connected with partying or entertainment. Could be party event planning, could be acting, maybe making, creating movies. It may be doing, things associated with the military or sports or performing. It could be doing things like, circus acts, as some examples, creativity. It may be activities that are connected with children as some examples. And also, too, the same may apply toward money-making endeavors. Venus and Leo, the person may bring that, again, that devoted, tenacious, that emotional Cancerian energy into Leo money-making ventures and endeavors. And Venus and Leo, again, may make money. It could be in performing or acting or some kind of movie production, doing something with sports. It may be doing something with creativity. Maybe it's something associated with product demonstration. Leo certainly likes to boast things up. Now, a thing about this combination, too, is that, this person, may be easily hurt, given the sensitivity of the Sun in Cancer. The Sun in Cancer, may be sensitive to criticism and ridicule. And then when you have the Venus in Leo can have grandiose expectations in relationships, so they can be let down easy because their expectations are so high. Leo energy naturally doesn't do anything on a small scale, and that includes Venus in Leo as well. And so this is a type, if you know somebody that has, the Cancer Sun Leo Venus combination, be careful with the feelings of this person, because this person can be extremely, loyal, dedicated, and steadfast, but at the same time, they could be easily hurt, I think, because it can be a giving combination to Cancer Sun. Cancer can be very, again, nurturing and caring and protective of others, and they're sympathetic, which often means, they'll do things for others often in their time of need. But the Leo Venus can be very generous and magnanimous in matters of the heart. And so you have a person here that could be very, strongly, they can emphasize giving often to others. And so what happens is, I think, if they don't get back even, anything comparable to what they're giving, that's when they could often be let down and be hurt. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.